What's going on YouTube? So in front of me we have a Gen 1 Yamaha MT10. It's a 2021, last year of this body style. Most of the MT10s will be similar for this procedure, but today we're going to be installing a K&N air filter. Really nice unit going in. I don't want this video to be too long, so let's get into it. Step 1, pop the seat off. Key slot right underneath here, lift up. Step 2, we're gonna take these fake ram air intakes off. You have 2 screws at the back. I already have this piece off. We have 2 clips on the inside as well. And then these little clips catch on here. So when you're taking this out, you wanna pry it out and up. So now both fake air intakes are off on each side. We have a Phillips screw on the back, each side. And then we're gonna come up here and 2 fasteners on the front of this air intake piece. When you're taking this off, these are little push pins, push in on the center, and then the rest just lifts right straight up. And then when you go to put these back in, push the tab in the center back up. So then when you push it into place, you push those flush and they're locked in. 2 4mm Allens at the front of the bike. If these keep free spinning and don't come out, reach your finger underneath and just put pressure on this rubber grommet. Hold it and then spin it out. These side panels just gently pull away from the tank, and we're gonna have 1 fastener on the inside, bottom guy. Middle guy. So now that we have these pieces free, you might have been able to keep the fake intakes on, but it's nice to have them off, just a little more flexibility on these panels. Now our tank is loose, we can lift it right up past the plastics as you pull the plastics out. So I tried to pivot the tank up with the back bolt still installed. Not enough room, so we're gonna have to take this guy out as well. Slightly lifting the tank up, we can squeeze underneath. 2 connections, fuel line going into the bottom of the fuel pump, and 1 connector. So now that we have the fuel tank off, you can see the 1 electrical connector for the fuel pump, and then our 1 fuel feed line. We also had 2 vent lines for when you overfill the tank. They just kind of puke out onto the ground here. So if you get these lines mixed up, not the end of the world. They both do the same job. And I'll show you on the tank here, just those 2 little fittings there. And don't be dumb like me, guys. I just filled my fuel tank up, so it was really heavy. Do this with an empty tank. It'll save you a lot of weight and just messing around. Way easier with an empty tank. So that was the hardest part. Now it's pretty smooth sailing. Phillips screws around the outside of the airbox, and let's check out that filter. Don't forget to pull the plug, and there's 1 screw in the center too. There she is. Let's see how bad this air filter is. It's got about 2,500 kilometers on it. Never been checked. So that filter is pretty good still, but we're gonna put the performance one in. Just be careful when you're lifting it up. You don't want any bugs or debris getting into your trumpet area or into your throttle bodies. I always like to clean out the air box, get all those bugs out. Again, just making sure you don't drop anything inside. And moment of truth, let's fit our new filter. So these tabs are gonna slide in the bottom and then in. And there she is. Just make sure your clips are all in along the bottom. And you have a nice good flush fitment all the way around. And let's go back together. So that pretty much wraps it up. A little bit of a tedious job getting that tank off and those vent lines. I'll show you 1 little trick here. Also, these intakes, you can pop these front covers off with those 2 inner tabs separate from the ram air. So you can take them off in 2 pieces. That also helps. And those vent lines that came right up under the tank here, and they drain here, you can give yourself a little bit of slack. Just pull these lines up and push them up towards the tank a little bit, and then you can lift the tank a little higher and just have a little bit more room to get in there. As you can see, it was tight, got all scraped up, but definitely doable. And yeah, do yourself a favor, before you even try and lift the tank off, give yourself a little bit of slack with those two drain lines. Other than that, not too bad of a job. They say adding an air filter on these bikes doesn't really add much for power, but I just like being able to clean those things, and then you're not buying a new filter every oil change or however often you're changing your filters. You buy this filter once, clean it for life. Never have to buy another one. So it pays for itself. Why not buy it? Just my thoughts. And don't forget, do it with an empty tank. No point in lifting all that extra weight and fuel. It's a lot harder to shimmy into place. Just don't do it. Empty tank. Hopefully you guys liked the video, got some value out of it, helped you shave some time on your air filter swap. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.